Good afternoon. I am here with Tanya Martin, my mentor. We're going over the reflection of my first baseline video of my class. I did a math class, and I think it went pretty good to start with.
I think it went really well. I think it was Pip's best lesson yet. He had all the students engaged, used several strategies that we went over, and he met all the kids' levels of needs in the classroom.
So to start with, we had quite a quiet class. They're quite a well-behaved class. I think that comes from being well-trained to start with. So they're I've been with the class right from the very beginning, so they've been with me before. So this is about week 6 or week 7, so it's not like they've been with me, this is the first time. So they're very well disciplined because of how Miss Martin.
Well, I think it's both of us. We both have set the expectations.
So I'm pretty comfortable in front of them. They're pretty good. So when I came to do the class, it worked out pretty good. We have a couple of children that I have. One has, I think 2 have ADHD, which I think you'll see in the video at the back, which I allowed to stand at the back because that way they don't disrupt the class, but they do participate. There's a couple you can see that are looking over their shoulder, and they'll be looking at the back. I have a manipulative a clock with numbers around, so the one in particular follows that when we're doing the numbering of the actual minutes of the clock. So you can see him continually looking over his shoulder. So he's not actually looking at the camera, which is what I originally thought he was. So he's actually being pretty smart. So other than that, I think everything worked out pretty good. The shoulder partner or elbow partner, I call it one, you call it the other. So I sort of get a bit confused between the two.
You did a good job using the smart board. So we have new smart boards this year, so I'm trying to figure it out, and actually Pip's doing better than most of the teachers in the building using it, so I'm learning from him as well as him learning from me this year. So, and the kids love writing on it, so he gives them lots of opportunities to write on the smart board, as well as use whiteboards and elbow partners as a strategy and a resource.
Yep, so looking at the first part of the rubric, it seems like a very safe environment for the kids. I've used, given all the kids the opportunity to speak in a safe environment, hands up, so there's no blurting, so everyone gets a chance to speak. There's no mocking of each other with answers. There's give a thumbs up, thumbs down to answers, so there's no mocking of incorrect answers. It's purely a thumbs up, thumbs down, so I can monitor who's given correct answers or not. Or I use little individual whiteboards so I can see who's answering as well. And then obviously they love getting up to use the big whiteboard. And then I also have them correct each other up there. Makes them very positive because they all like to do it. Sometimes it's not correct, and I get a second opportunity to go up there as well, which is good because then the class corrects each other. And so far it's been worked out really nicely because they all want to be part of it, whether right or wrong. So it's really nice.
And Pip's made a nice environment that if they are wrong, that they can ask an elbow or the whole class for another strategy. So that's something that we've worked on, that it's okay if you don't have the right answer or the right strategy, because you're what we call family in here will help you. So that makes it where it's a positive, safe environment.
So I'm not sure what else as my first baseline.
I think you did good.
Not really sure what else
I think we went over everything, included everything, and watched the video and enjoy a really good teacher. I think that's it.
Somewhere to get on. So other things, what could I do better?
One thing you were talking about in my room is you're in here because it's my classroom, and how you would do stuff differently, like you don't want to sit down at a desk. So some of the teachers in the building just got stand-up desks last year, 3 of them did, so that's something that you would be interested in when you have your own classroom, is to be able to stand to monitor. Yeah,
because I'm not very tall, and I get sort of lost behind the desk, and I like to be wandering around, and I feel I'm a little bit hidden behind everything. So I'd prefer to be standing up when I'm working behind it. So I think that would be something I would change if I had the opportunity, if it was in my own classroom. Other than that, I really like the way it progresses and I'm getting taught to use it. So I think that's the only thing I would like to do. And preparation is really good for using the core math.
Yes.
The
So the warm-ups and the elbow partners and all the strategies and everything, so it was good, it went really well.
okay, well, thank you, and good start.
I'll see you next week.
Yes, thank you.
That was over 5 minutes.